You have requested more money from the legislature to allow you to do more audits. Do you think you're going to get it?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're optimistic. I think that legislators, many of them, see the value in what our office does. Take our Bureau of Special Investigations, who, works to identify waste, fraud, and abuse. For each employee that works in the office, they are bringing in a ton more money in savings to the Commonwealth by every case of fraud and waste and abuse that they identify.
But you know human nature, aren't you concerned about retaliation?
Look, if the state legislative leadership wants to retaliate, as has been suggested, they're not retaliating against me. They would be retaliating against the taxpayers watching today. Our office provides tremendous services. We provide tax dollar savings for the Commonwealth, and for those who are concerned about how their tax dollars are being spent, they should be concerned that our office, get funded adequately, because we do bring in those cost savings to keep taxes down on working families in the Commonwealth. And the more tax dollars we save, the more we have available to invest in areas such as education. We talked about the MBTA. The more dollars we have to invest in transportation. Climate activists out there, the more dollars we have to invest in environmental justice, healthcare services. Every area where we identify fraud in the mass health system, for example, or waste, fraud, and abuse there, which our office does, those are more dollars that actually are able to go towards providing adequate health care for someone in need. So it wouldn't be retaliation against me if they chose to inadequately fund our office. They would be retaliating against the taxpayers of Massachusetts. So I encourage them to follow the Healey Driscoll administration's lead and fund our office appropriately. The Healey Driscoll administration did so.
I do want to ask you, because you have proven yourself as someone who's not afraid to shake things up. You are a rising star in Massachusetts politics. You've gone in the last decade from state rep. Again, I covered her for a long time, to state senator, and now you're a constitutional officer. What does the future hold? Is there another office you could see yourself holding?
Yeah, this is one of those conversations. We were talking about this, where if you start dating somebody, when are you going to be in a commitment? If you start, seeing that person formally and they're your partner, when are you getting married? Then you get married, when are you having kids? I appreciate, the vote of confidence that some have had, and I'm grateful for that. But I worked really, really hard to be elected to this position for a particular reason, and that is because during my years in the state legislature, I saw the tremendous lack of transparency, accountability, and equity in the process that disenfranchised everyday working families from being able to have a voice about matters that were really important to them. I saw bills getting voted on in the dark of night. I saw budgets getting passed that folks in our communities didn't even know were getting passed. They didn't have the opportunity to even weigh in on those processes, on those procedures. So I ran for state auditor to be the state's chief accountability officer, and this is the job that I very much want to do.
Before we step aside, we'd like to go to a lightning round. Boom, 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 real fast. Tax day is coming up. Do you do your own taxes, or do you hire someone?
I do my own taxes. I do have someone in my family that comes over and helps me from time to time to get all the paperwork organized.
All right.
But yes.
The auditor's office, it has been sort of an under-the-radar agency, not so much right now. Do you think that by raising this much attention with this audit of the state legislature, that this is already a win for you?
Look, there are certain risks associated with this, obviously. But I will tell you this.
But would you notch it as a win?
I would say that any way that we can increase transparency, accountability, and equity, especially as it pertains to the state legislature, is a win for the people of Massachusetts.
As auditor, have you found that some of your calls aren't being returned as quickly as they were before? You could be honest,
certainly.
Yes or no?
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Okay,
I will say certainly, but I
Good.
will say that there are many who are excited about this. When we travel the Commonwealth, which we have been doing, when we go to various events and host our, listening sessions, we're out in Western Mass, we're down in the South Coast, everywhere.
I have a couple more to get to. Excuse me for interrupting. You did have the support of the teachers' unions. I do want to ask you, during your campaign, do you think teachers should have the right to strike?
Absolutely, yes. I've long supported that. I've been very open about that. Some folks agree with that, some folks don't agree with that, but I think it's important to be transparent about my position on that issue. And I do think that our educators, like other employees, should have the right to strike. Absolutely.
Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, Patriots. Do you have a favorite? You can only
Red
pick
Sox.
one. Red Sox? Okay, good. Very good.
All right, and like me, you are from the Merrimack Valley,
Yes.
so this one comes from me. Roast beef is big up there.
Yeah.
What is your favorite spot?
Okay, Harrison's in North
All right,
Andover.
there you go.
Mine
Very
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Very
to get
good.
the extra barbecue sauce,
Okay, good.
extra cheese,
Yep.
and the onion roll.
And the oh,
Just gonna
yeah.
say it.
The large is the onion roll, so you know
Spectacular.
it's great.
Spectacular.
Just saying.
Diana DeZoglio, thanks for joining us
Hey,
at the
thanks so
table
much,
this morning.
everybody.